men who brought unity. Equal liberty for you and me. We shall overcome is what it seems.
Hello, Gilmore Fine Arts. I'm Summer, and welcome to our third broadcast of the virtual Black History program.
And I'm Julian. This week we even have more awesome things to share with you in celebration of Black History Month. So let's begin with 5th grade students who learned about a slave who escaped on Wisconsin's Underground Railroad right here in Racine.
Follow the drinking door. Follow the drinking door. Oh, the old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking door. When the sun goes back and the first quail call, follow the drinking door. The old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking door. Follow the drinking door. Follow the drinking door. Oh, the old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking door. The riverbed makes a mighty fine road. Dead trees will show you the way. There's a left foot, take foot, traveling on. Follow the drinking door. Follow the drinking door. Follow the drinking door. Oh, the old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking door. The river ends between two hills. Follow the drinking door. There's another river on the other side. Follow the drinking door. Follow the drinking door. Follow the drinking door. Oh, the old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking door. I thought I heard the angels say, follow the drinking door. The stars in heaven gonna show you the way. Follow the drinking door. Follow the drinking door. Follow the drinking door. Oh, the old man is waiting for to carry you to freedom. Follow the drinking.
That was really cool to learn that abolitionists here in Racine helped Joshua Glover get to Canada. Up next are 8th grade science students who learned about a famous African American scientist. Take a look.
Ida Isler is an astrophysicist and an assistant professor of astrophysics at Dartmouth College. She researches hyperactive supermassive black holes. Specifically, she researches the physics of blazars, hyperactive supermassive black holes that create jet streams at almost the speed of light. In 2014, she received her PhD in astrophysics from Yale University. She was the first black woman to do so. Isler advocates for inclusion and empowerment in STEM fields. She is the creator and founder of Vanguard, Conversations with Women of Color in STEM. Isler also has a nonprofit organization, the STEM En Route to Change Foundation, Inc. She is dedicated to using STEM as a pathway for social justice.
Diona Williams is assistant professor of molecular and comparative pathobiology at Johns Hopkins University. Diona Williams has expertise in neuroscience, immunology, and pharmacology. She studies how the brain works, the immune system, and how medicine affects the human body. Neuropathogenesis of HIV is how HIV develops and affects the nervous system.
Gustavo M. Silva is an assistant professor of biology. He studies cellular response to stress at the protein level. One of his projects is seeing how cells respond under different conditions.
Stanley Andrews is an assistant professor at the Moment for Reproductive Endocrinology and Metabolism. He has a subspecialty of women's reproductive health and researches mechanisms of insulin resistance and diabetes.
This is Eric Jarvis. His field is in neuroscience. He is a professor and head of the Laboratory of Neurogenetics of Language at the Rockefeller University. Jarvis studies vocal learning. The birds he studies for vocal learning are songbirds, parrots, and hummingbirds. Jarvis wants to accomplish getting 10,500 birds' genomes in sequential order. In 2002, Jarvis received the highest honor for a young researcher, the Alan T. Waterman Award.
Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson is a world-renowned astrophysicist who has a way of explaining science ideas so it's easy to understand. He leads the Hayden Planetarium, working to educate the masses about astronomy. It's important to follow the work of scientists because they help investigate and solve problems that impact us today and the future. My favorite Neil deGrasse Tyson quote is, "The good thing about science is it's true, whether you believe it or not."
Very interesting presentations. Now, if you like beautiful music, you are in for a treat. Listen to GFA 4th and 5th grade virtual choirs singing Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, and All Night, All Day.
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home. A band of angels coming after me, coming for to carry me home. All night, all day, angels watching over me, my Lord. All night, all day, angels watching over me. Now I lay me down to sleep, angels watching over me, my Lord. Pray the Lord my soul to keep, angels watching over me.
Beautiful job. And now a presentation by 7th grade students who share African American figures that inspire them.
Five facts about Martin Luther King Jr. Fact 1. Martin Luther King was born January 15th, 1929. He died April 4th, 1968. Fact 2. Martin Luther King died to the cause of assassination gunshot wound. Fact number 3. His kids, they were named Yolanda, Martin, Dexter, and Bernice. Fact 4. Martin Luther King's parents' names were Martin Luther King Sr. and Alberta Williams King. Fact number 5. Martin Luther King's siblings were Christina King Ferris, sister, Alfred Daniel Williams King, brother. Now I will be saying an inspirational quote that Martin Luther King said. If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. Only in the darkness you can see the stars. Those were some facts about Martin Luther King Jr. and a quote.
Nice job. Now listen to another group of 7th graders students as they recite their favorite line from Amanda Gorman's inaugural poem, The Hill We Climb.
When day comes, we ask ourselves, where can we find light in this never-ending shade? The loss we carry, a sea we must wade.
And yet the dawn is ours. Before we knew it, somehow we do it. Somehow we weathered and witnessed a nation that isn't broken, but simply unfinished.
To compose a country committed to all cultures, colors, characters, and conditions of man, and so we lift our gazes not to what stands between us, but what stands before us.
If we're to live up to our own time, then victory won't lie in the blade, but in all the bridges we made. That is the promise we've laid. The hill we climb only if we dare.
And this effort very nearly succeeded, but while democracy can be periodically delayed, it can never be permanently defeated. In this truth, in this faith, we trust.
But one thing is certain, if we merge mercy with might and might with right, then love becomes our legacy and changes our children's birthright.
We will rise from the windswept northeast.
I really enjoyed listening to those. Up next, we continue with staff inspirations this week as GFA staff members share an event or person in Black history that inspires them.
Actually nice to hear what inspires our teachers, and those Bitmojis are great. Now we have some words from GFA Principal Mrs. Jones as she remarked on the importance of Black History Month.
Everyone, it's Mrs. Jones, Assistant Principal here at Gilmore Fine Arts. Celebrating Black History Month in school is essential because learning about the contributions that Black and African American people have made to further American society allows us all to have a complete understanding of the history of our nation. It's important to know the struggles African Americans have overcome throughout American history so that we are able to face and overcome those struggles today and tomorrow. As we all embrace and learn more from Black History Month, we must fully acknowledge that it is important that all are created equal and we're working towards that common goal together. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing those lovely words, Mrs. Jones. And we hope you enjoyed our program this week, and make sure to join us next week for more talent and classroom activities in celebration of Black History Month here at Gilmore Fine Arts.
And as always, Black history is American history.
You know the real history? Ooh, Black history. Ooh, Black history. Do you know the real history? Without Black history, where would we be?
Let me tell you this story about a man who brought unity, equal liberty for you and me. We shall overcome is what he sings. You guessed it, his name is Dr. King. Non-violence is what Martin stands for. It doesn't matter if you're nice.